Hey everyone watching. So by now we've been through two eclipses, a solar and a lunar. We're in the middle of Mercury retrograde. Everything is very much related to a lot of Capricorn energy too, which is like material stuff, like money, jobs, homes, um, work. So this reading is going to be about like what is the spiritual work that you need to do during the rest of this transit, and what's shifting for you in the material sense. So, really quick, hit subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications when I put up readings. All my information's in the description box. There will be timestamps. I just figured out that I can put the timestamps in the description box and also in the first comment. And then, if you're on mobile, you can click the timestamps in the comment and get to, like, it'll just jump to wherever your reading is. So, there's that. But let's get started. We got 3 piles. This is pile 1. It's an amethyst chunk here. Pile number 1. We have, for pile number 2, the tangerine quartz. There's that one. Then we have, for pile number 3, aqua quartz. Pile number 3. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Pile number 1, people. Your stone was the amethyst. Amethyst is good for healing and a bunch of other things too, but healing is a good theme to think of right now. Okay, what's your work? This is great. I love this card. The black egg. If we're talking about soul work right now, this is like a major card. So, that's great. This, and it's upright, which is also great. This has to do with throat center, expression, really expressing your truth. So that's what this is time for, this period. I don't know. It does look like, so I'll show you here, when we have the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, when we have it upside down like this, that is a blockage of communication. So you aren't communicating. It's also a Gemini card, and Gemini is a communicator, so if it's upside down, there's not communication happening that needs to, there's not expression happening that needs to be expressed. And it's crazy, we have the work card right here. So I was talking about Capricorn energy and work. So whatever this is about, this is definitely work related for you. And this has to do with a good, like, job that's cooperative. There's other people all working together, possibly friends working together. So there's some sort of expression you're not making through your job. Or you know what, actually, because this came up in other readings I'm doing, you could be waiting to hear about a job. That's also a possibility. If this is upside down, you haven't gotten a message maybe yet about work. We also have the Singer of Initiation. That is, God, that's been coming up so much lately. That, unsurprisingly, because we have had this eclipse season and the retrogrades, that's definitely like running a gauntlet or going through an initiation, to move through to another level of your existence. But initiations can be difficult. So there's pressure there. There must be pressure at work. There's some sort of pressure at work to move up, to do more. Maybe you're getting another job. Maybe you're getting promoted at your job. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe you need to express yourself about that you need to lay it on the line with your boss, or, you're needing to really go and get out on the job search or talk to people about work, or maybe friends that you're working with and getting things going in some sort of business capacity with your friends. Friends and coworkers, or coworkers that you are friends with, whatever. We have also the Five of Cups, so that's like a disappointment card. But the thing is, this person in this card is holding those 2 cups while those other 3 are spilled, so they saved 2 of them. So you may have gone through a disappointment, like some period of disappointment, where you were doing damage control, and you did do damage control, but you had to, like, let some of it go. You have to let something go to get something else. And it has to do with work, and it's causing some sort of friction, but it's really just an initiation. You're going through an initiation to get to the next level in your career life. And you just have to not worry about whatever things you had to drop by the wayside to move forward. And also, there's this self expression here. Just really, if you are a creative person, especially if this is creative work, this is an indication to, yes, go forward and express yourself. So, I'm going to pull some clarifiers. We got the King of Cups reversed. And the King of Cups is a Scorpio card. You don't have to be a Scorpio, but I always bring up the specific signs because there's qualities associated with the signs. This is deeply emotional. And upright, it's someone who really has a good handle on their emotions. Upside down, you may not be feeling emotionally on point. Or you're having, like, this retrograde could be really difficult on you. Like, maybe you're just having a hard time emotionally, and maybe that's why you're holding back this communication. So there is it's interesting that there's, like, emotions connected in with your work. That's why I feel like this could be creative work or artistic work to some degree, because especially with the black egg, this is so much about expressing truth. And then you have this emotional card that's blocked. I feel like it's either that you express emotions through your work and it's artistic, or you need to express your feelings to the people that you work for because you have to either get a raise or move on or something like that. Wow, I clarified it and we got the Five of Cups again. So that's a double for you. So yeah, that must be what it is. You're emotionally feeling bad because there was something you have to let go of if you want something else, and it's bumming you out. But I feel like since this is the last card and it's upside down, I don't know, because the King of Cups was upside down too. I think you just really need to focus on that. I think you really need to focus on the 2 cups that you have. 2 cups. You have to let the other 3 go. And you can't cry over spilled milk. That's another thing about this card. This is about crying over spilled milk. You can't do that. It's just not worth it. You have to focus on moving up to the next place, to the next level, work-wise, career-wise. It could be just the work that pays you, or it could be the work that really fulfills you. Either way. But I think also you should look to people that you work well with, good coworkers, people that cooperate with you. Like, maybe you need to start a business. Maybe that's what you've been thinking about doing. Any of those things. But definitely, it's funny, this reading was about work, and that's what this is about. So, don't cry over spilled milk. Hold on to the cups that you have. And express yourself and express your needs, so that you can move forward. So, that's you, pile number 1. I hope that resonated. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I have a PayPal, and email me for private readings. All that's in the description box. Thanks for watching. Okay, we got pile number 2, tangerine quartz. Let's see about your spiritual work during this retrograde after the eclipse. Oh my goodness, this card, the King of Cups, this came out, I did a reading, if you follow me on Instagram, I do little short kind of like, quick 3-pile readings, and the King of Cups came up in that reading, and then came up in the previous pile in this reading, so it's interesting. There's like a lot of Scorpio energy around, which I know Pluto is very much being activated by the transits lately, especially recently with the moon. The eclipse was in Capricorn and passed over Pluto. So, deep emotional stuff. And I mean, we're in Cancer season still, so Scorpio, the feelings run deep. This time, though, it's upright. In the previous palette, it was reversed. So this time, this is a person who does have a good handle on their emotions. They just might not always express them. Like, Scorpios, like, will observe and sit back and have feelings, but they won't express them except for to specific people that they really trust. So that could be you. We have, like, not just the court card, but we have 2 major cards that also represent people and personalities, and it's the Emperor and the Empress, but the Empress is reversed. So, the Emperor has to do with being in control in a good way. This is Jupiter, the king, but in like it's like a good, it's like a benevolent king, you know, abundance, expansion, um, being in your power. Not really that different looking than the King of Cups here in this image. So maybe you're a Scorpio person that is really in their power, or maybe you are, because there's the Empress card here, maybe you're the Empress and there's a Scorpio person that you are involved with, because there's so many, like, it looks like multiple people in this situation. This is like not just you. The Empress upside down is like maybe feeling not abundant, which is really too bad. There's something, maybe, so we're talking about work. So this could mean that you need to increase your abundance. Maybe that's what you're feeling like. Um, and again, what's coming up a lot is jobs. You maybe have a family, and you need to take care of them, and you're not feeling like you have enough resources. So that's kind of your focus. I don't see this reading as particularly negative, so I'm feeling like you can turn this around, but that's what the work is going to be related to, is getting back up to this happy, stable place. I'm not seeing exactly how it works with the Emperor and the King of Cups, so either you're a Scorpio, or you have, like, Scorpio energy, which is, like, again, deeply emotional, secretive, magical, intense, like, darkly magical. Then we have the sea serpent, which is also like kind of like the similar energy of Scorpion. Like it's also very deep emotional stuff. And it's upside down, so there's some issue. This reminds me of the Empress upside down too, like, and this is another like okay, so they're both related to desire because the Empress is Venus and the sea serpent has to do with expressing your true desires. So yeah, you have to maybe go for what you really want in this transit. Maybe, and this is, also we have Faf the Footer here, which is about getting grounded. So maybe you're not grounded, and we're talking about material stability. You don't feel materially stable. And maybe you don't feel deserving for what you need. That's the other thing. I'm gonna look that card up though too, because I feel like there's more to the Sea Serpent. I don't know. Let's see. Wow, I opened right to it. That helps. There's no numbers on some of these cards, so that's why it takes me forever to like flip through and find them. Expressing desires, healing emotional wounds. Yes, this is healing related. Energy of expression. Yeah, so you're not expressing yourself for some reason. Expressing your true self. You're feeling like you're not very abundant because you're not expressing your true self. And you just need to get grounded, like what Faf is doing there, touching his feet. You can do. I really find that things that help anxiety help with groundedness. So different breathing techniques, various crystals if you're into that can help. Different types of meditation can help. So yeah, like even just like putting cold water on your feet, or like walking on the ground, like on grass if you have any grass around you, something like that, to get yourself really grounded. Because you have to be okay. You're gonna learn that there was a lot of Leo energy with this recent retrograde transit too, and so I think you have to be okay with who you are and expressing who you are. And also there's this other energy here, the Emperor and the King of Cups, which again, I know they could be you, but maybe you need to express who you are to a person. I'm going to clarify this because I don't know what it means exactly. Knight of Cups. Yeah, and this is weird because this is like about work, but then this also looks like how romantic things look, or maybe creativity. This can have to do with expression also. The Knight of Cups is Pisces. Pisces is a very creative sign, so creativity is blocked. Something related to expressing something to a person is blocked. Seven of Swords. Sneaky behavior, deception, or doing things behind the scenes. Not necessarily negative, sometimes it is. The little mice are stealing the cheese while the cat sleeps, and I don't really think that's so terrible in this case. but you're not speaking your truth. You're not speaking your truth for some reason. You don't feel grounded. You don't feel like in your power enough. And maybe someone else does. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you have to, like, that's what okay. All right. The Empress has to confront the Emperor. Not confront in, like, a negative way, but just, the Empress has to express themselves to the Emperor. Venus needs to express itself to Jupiter. And there may be emotional relationship stuff involved with this too, but I think whatever it is, it's, you're intimidated by this other person and you have to express a truth to them. And you're kind of just hiding out and holding it in. And this astrological everything that's happening now is trying to push you to be true to yourself and communicate with this person and communicate your feelings and desires, so you can be healthy and whole. You're worried about the response this person's going to give you. You're nervous about it. So it's easier to just hold everything in and kind of, like, look behind the scenes. I mean, do things behind the scenes. Like, maybe you're even, like, watching them or keeping an eye on them, but not communicating. And these cards are big, powerful cards, too, so it's probably some sort of, like, it's really, your spirit is really moved by this, and that's really intense, and it can be really difficult. So this is a lot, Pile 2. I really have to move on, but please get a reading from me if you want to know more about this kind of stuff, because this is a lot. There's some sort of, maybe even a soul connection with another person, and you're not expressing that, and you're afraid because you're intimidated by them, but this is all about learning to express what's in your heart. So, wow. Okay, Pile 2, I hope that resonated. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Email me for readings. Donate to my PayPal. It's all in the box below. Thanks for watching. Okay, pile number 3. Aqua or quartz. What's your work for the rest of this retrograde? Oh, this looks pretty good. First off, 8 of Cups. You were working on something that you're over with. It didn't work out the way you wanted it to, and you're moving on. I think that's really healthy. There was conflict involved in this situation, and it was, like, too much trouble, but that conflict pushed you into a better place for yourself, and now you're moving on. Someone, God, this is coming out really straightforward right now. Someone was all in your shit in a really unhealthy way. Someone was pushing your boundaries, you know, just getting too much into your life in an invasive way, and that was creating this conflict that you walked away from. And well, the cool thing is you are starting something brand fucking new, some new action, some new endeavor, moving forward. Ace of Spears is the Ace of Wands. So this is like, boom, brand new idea. I feel like you probably went through a big purge during this eclipse season, and you're ready to just go, to start new. So that, like, a lot of this work was like you did a lot of work. So you may have, the rest of the cycle might not be as challenging as for some others because you really did the hard work. And now your seeds are going to grow. So this is fun. Also, you want to have this playful attitude that the green woman has. It's like not to take things too seriously. The serious stuff is over. Play, have fun, enjoy. If you're up in the northern hemisphere, like it's summertime, do fun things and also keep working. This is an earthy card, growing, green. But you did the hard work, you did the planting, and then you just get to harvest. And you're going to do that soon. It's like this interference that you dealt with wasn't enough to mess up what you planted. You know, you were planting, besides whatever you did that didn't work out, you were planting the right seeds that you can harvest now. So, great job. I'm going to clarify this like I did the other ones. This message has been so much easier and straightforward than the other two. It's interesting. We have Queen of Swords upside down. That's a Libra card. So I don't know if you're a Libra, if you have Libra qualities. Libra qualities would be good at interpersonal communication, artistic, fashionable, personable, but this is upside down. So there's something Libras. So the I would say is like the negative side of Libras is kind of being two-faced. People think the Geminis are two-faced, but it's really Libras, and they can be really manipulative and kind of like not say their true feelings because they're kind of just like making everyone else feel comfortable, and as long as everyone's getting along, it doesn't matter if they're doing weird shit in the background. I feel like this was probably the person you were dealing with. I feel like this is probably this person. And I hate that the little octopus always gets used in such a negative way. But in this deck, that's what the octopus is like meddling and, pushing boundaries and stuff. So that's just this particular card. I love, like, the octopus is a really cool animal and really inquisitive and really intelligent. Queen of Swords is also really intelligent, but this is a distorted energy that way. I feel like if the octopus was a positive thing in a reading, it would come through that way, but this is like someone who is pushing boundaries, who is not caring about what's best for you, but what's best for themselves. Clarifying again. Okay, this is reading about work, and you got the work card. There's a couple work cards, and one came up in the first pile, but you got the other one. This is honing a craft, 8 of Pentacles. It's hard to see, but this magical cat is working really hard on using all these different magical tools. So this is this new thing. Whatever this new endeavor is that you're starting has to do with that. And I feel like part of what you were growing here with the green woman was that you were really, really honing this craft and really getting good at what you need to do. And yeah, you did a lot of the work. The work for you was like twofold. It was like planting all these seeds, working really hard, honing this specific craft, and then getting away from this conflict, walking away from this difficulty here. So, really good. This is a great note to end on for the work today. You have worked really hard. You are going to harvest what you planted, and it's going to be really positive. So, I feel like maybe once this retrograde is done near the end of the month, you'll have a clearer picture of what that harvest looks like, but you're going in the right direction. So, good job, Pile 3. That was your reading. I hope it resonated. Like, share, subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Donate to my PayPal. Email me for readings. It's all in the description box. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.